how challenging, I guess, is it for you, to go through this summer workout period, in the post-coronavirus world where you have to do social distancing and, and all of that stuff? What's that been like for you?
So, I mean, high school basketball typically kicks off in June. June's a big month. It's the first month after the season where you're able to get with your players and, really start being competitive and competing against other teams. So that's canceled, right? We're already in the middle of June, and most teams are just now getting to work out again. And it really kind of puts a lot of question marks on what happens in August, right? Are we going to be in a second wave of COVID, or are schools, what are schools going to be doing as far as opening and soft openings, and our schedule is going to be flexed? So there's still a lot of questions that need to be answered in order for us to get like a solid picture of what our season's going to look like. If I was a betting man, I'd bet we'll have a season, but what that'll look like as far as fans, what that'll look like as far as game schedules, and our ability to practice, those things are still up in the air. So, we're just kind of taking it day by day and following the rules that the Whitmer athletic staff has kind of put forth, and the medical staff. And so far they've done a really good job, and we're just trying to stay in line with the new world we live in.
Do you feel like, because this is your first year taking over the program and everything with the new staff and all of that, do you feel like you're a little bit behind the eight ball, compared to other programs, or is this just the situation where, everybody's dealing with this and, so basically we're all in the same spot?
I think more for me, it's everybody's dealing with this thing. It's not unique to Whitmer, right? It's not unique to Toledo. I've been really fortunate to have a great network of coaches, and for the most part, all of the coaches I know are kind of going through the same thing. You're trying to put together workouts and, keep kids active. Because again, you really haven't had access to your players for 2 months. I have Coach Bosch, who's always kind of readily available to answer questions. So I never really feel behind from an organizational standpoint, because if there's something that I really need to know, I know that I'm able to call him and, kind of run it by him. But from a basketball standpoint, the good news and the bad news is that we're all in the same boat.
There's a lot going on in the world right now, obviously with the coronavirus stuff, and also with the civil rights protests going on all across the country. As a black man yourself, you're taking over a program. As you said, you want to build up young women to become, successful people in the world. Do you take the time to speak with your players about that, or if you haven't yet, are you planning to, or at this point are you just sort of keeping it strictly basketball?
I think I'd be doing a disservice to my players to ever keep it strictly basketball. Ironically, though, they reached out to me and asked me if they could put together something. That was actually just yesterday after our workout. One of the players reached out and was like, "Hey, we've been talking about it and we want to do something." And she kind of gave me an idea, and I said, "Well, let's talk about it Monday, right? Let's get together as a team and address it, because I need them to know they have the space to advocate for what they believe in." Whether I agreed with it or not, and in this case, obviously I do, but even if I didn't, I think it's important that players know that we're a unit, right? It's not coach and player. We're absolutely the Whitmer Girls basketball program. When we move, we kind of need to move like that, and I need to be a part of the things that they want to advocate for. So they have the space to, at minimal, discuss, right? If it's worthwhile to them after discussion to take action, then they have my support most of the time. Obviously, there's some things that, there's restrictions to that, but it is very much a thing where I want to be able to support them in the things that they believe in.